Well, the performance was definitely not what I had hoped it would be. You know, coming off my first fight where I was still kind of rusty, I was hoping to get back in there and, you know, get back to my old ways, and even better so, you know. But I'd been sick ever since I'd been back from Thailand. I got a nasty Thailand bug, Thailand SARS or something, while I was out there, and I'd been fighting it, you know, the last 3-4 weeks of camp. And I thought I'd gotten better. It kind of went away, but it's still kind of hanging on. And then that last week it started coming back, and, you know, I tried to just tell myself it was allergies or something, you know, being back in Vegas and everything. But right after that, even during the warm-up, I could kind of feel it, and I was congested, and it was kind of hard for me to breathe, but I was just ignoring it. You know, I'd fought sick before plenty of times, but right after that first round, my body just shut down. Like my legs, my lungs were just shot. Like it felt like I was breathing in sand with every breath, and I was just done, man. I've never felt like that in a fight ever, you know. And I think anyone that's ever seen me fight knows, like, you know, I'm always in shape. I never gas out, and it just took everything I had to make it through that fight. And luckily, you know, with my corner there pushing me, and the fans, I mean, I could hear them all yelling at me and everything. I was just able to get through it, you know, and kept pushing forward. And, you know, when I was in there, it just felt like the ugliest, most awful fight ever, you know. And, you know, watching it, it was still not what I would hoped it would be, but it was a lot better than I thought. You know, it was still good, and, you know, still landing some good stuff and did some good stuff in there. And, you know, Bernie's just a tough guy. He was motivated, you know. He was out there to kind of make a name for himself in a sense, and you know, beat me. And he was definitely prepared to do so, and it was super close. And I could have seen it going either way, you know, once I saw the tape and everything. You know, I think they did made a good decision. You know, it was a close fight, and split decision I thought was fair, and I thought, you know, I kind of edged it out with little cleaner techniques. You know, I was landing a lot of the cleaner shots, and mixed it up more with the body kicks and the knees and the elbows and everything. And, you know, most of his stuff I was blocking or rolling off, you know, and he wasn't landing a whole lot of clean stuff, but he was coming forward, you know. And then, you know, that's hard to judge sometimes, you know. So I thought they did a good job. So I just want to thank my fans for supporting me, you know, from day one really, but especially after this surgery and the comeback and everything, these past 2 fights. You know, I'm just gonna continue to get better from here. You know, and you know, every time I go out there, I try to put on the best fights I can, and I'm my own worst critic. So every time I'm like, this needs to be better, this needs to be better, this needs to be better. So I'm just gonna keep pushing and keep getting better, and, you know, hopefully put on bigger and better fights. You know, I gotta thank Lions Fight for having me out. They're a great promotion. You know, one of the best promotions I've ever had the privilege to fight for. They do a great job, put on great matchups. You know, and they just everything runs really smoothly. You know, I think anyone that's fought anywhere else and then comes to fight for them here in Vegas, you know, they just see the difference between how everything's run. They take real good care of everybody else. And I think on the next card, it's gonna be me and Joe, and then it'd be nice if we get all the Can't Stop Crazy guys all together on one card. But we're just gonna be doing bigger and better things every time.